Good afternoon to those that are on the East Coast in the United States. Good morning to those in other parts of the U.S. Greatly appreciate you joining us. Good morning to the other black man. How's it going? Um, gonna jump in. My wife is still not home from running some errands. I'm gonna jump in and see what I can get done between now and the time she gets here. Because I have a feeling when she gets here, I'm going to have a rather long honeydew list based on the text messages she has sent me so far. So, really, plan here is I need to get my weekly dungeon runs in. I've gotten one of the 8 done. I'm going to queue up right away. Already been in and done a few little things this morning, but figured we would start just grinding some dungeons and doing some stuff while we're waiting on the queues. Um, you know, while we're waiting on the queues, we'll do this little quest line that's here. Let's see if I can figure out where this guy is. Must be this little guy right here.
I haven't got all day.
I gotta go to Orgrimmar. Wow, I haven't been back there in a while. So hope everybody's having a good start to their Saturday and a good start to their weekend. Wow. Undercity and all. Wow, man. Going back old school and I do like that they've made this a portal now. I wish they would put it with the other portals, but I guess I could have just portaled there myself. I didn't have to do all this. And I'm going to plug my phone in and keep the map on while that way I'll know when she is on the way home. There we go. I think I can keep that right there. Let's see. I've taken the portal. What's next? Fly to Pyrewood and go to the town hall. Where the heck is Pyrewood at now? You can't give me some indication here, huh? It has been a long, long time since I've been back here. That's Brill. Okay, I'm going to have to look up and see where this is at. It's been long enough that I have not been back on this continent, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Pyrewood, huh? Pyrewood Village. Does not show me on the map when I love when I click on something to show me where it is and it tells me all about it, but it doesn't show me on a map where it's at. North of Kings Road within the Silver Pine Forest. Let's make this bigger and see if it shows up on here. Okay, there is what I'm after. So it is going to be north of me. I'm pretty sure. Or is it that way? Wish it showed where I was on this map. There's ruins of Undercity because that's where I'm at. And I need, okay, south. Going the wrong way. I'll get there eventually, folks. Stick with me. We can only get lost for so long. Alright. Think I know where I'm going now. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been back to some of these areas. Like years since I have been back to some of these areas. So. My day is going well so far. Did a little bit of a World of Warcraft stream or MCOC stream earlier. Got a little bit of work done. This game has been around since 2004. I started playing it in 2004. I've taken a couple breaks recently. So just a couple months ago started coming back into it. But it has been around for a very long time and has changed a lot over the years. So this is one of the, well, this is the longest running MMO out there as far as I know. You know, I know EverQuest came out before it. Ultima Online came out before it. I don't know if EverQuest has still got servers running. I don't know if, I don't think Ultima Online does, but this has been around for quite some time. I guess I could have always looked at my arrow. And this, back in its day, had huge numbers of people playing. I mean, make MCOC look very, very tiny in comparison. And the amount of territory and amount of different things you can do is just unreal in this game. I mean, when you start looking at the maps, you know, that's one continent there, and I just flew, you know, just a small part of it. And then you've got all these different areas, and then you can jump out to like Shadowlands, you can jump out to Draenor, Outland. I mean, it is just lots and lots of stuff to do.
Light's blessing upon you.
And there's good old Lillian Voss.
I live my life in the shadows. I have an alliance contact meeting us by our boat. We are going ahead of the army to offer our aid.
You know, it is, to me, this is what got me into gaming. You know, I did first-person shooters and a lot of things, but this was the root of it all. This is the root of all evil.
With my life, we are in good hands. Tess,
without this game, I probably wouldn't be into gaming and doing a lot of what I
You're the expert.
enjoy.
Gilneans know precious little of the Scarlet Crusade.
At one point, they fought against the Scourge, but
And they've
fanaticism
had tons of
eventually
expansions.
blinded
I don't
them.
know what this most recent
Now
Dragonflight is. Maybe it's
by the light, eradicated.
9th or 10th expansion.
Let's talk. There's my father now. Wait here, and let me do the talking.
Tess, what are they doing here?
All right, now I guess I could talk.
Speak
to
your
her.
mind. They are here to help us retake Gilneas, father.
They are the reason we were driven out. Have you forgotten?
Again, it's Kalia. Kalia Menethil. Not some mindless scourge. Let her speak.
There we go. They can continue to talk. I'm going to jump in and do a dungeon.
You have little reason to trust us, but I give you my word. As a Menethil, we only wish to return what rightfully belongs to you.
Oh, my least favorite one. No, this isn't it. This one's not too bad. It should be fairly quick. Been thinking probably going to start up one of my other characters on the game here fairly soon as well. You know, starting to think about what I want to do. I enjoy the level and the grind. And my wife just texted me she's going to bring home lunch, which means I'm probably only going to get one dungeon in this afternoon. May have to come back and do some more later. But probably going to start playing one of my other tunes as well. You know, I don't know if I'm going to go ultra endgame. I know my son wants me to. So when he watches this, that may disappoint him a little bit. But I enjoy kind of the grind to get geared up and, you know, leveled up. I don't know if I want to go, you know, kind of hardcore at it and just play a lot. So, and I can't type and play this at the same time, so trying to text my wife and play and focus and do all that is beyond me. And I'm going to get hit by something because I don't feel like moving and stopping the camper up. Spell. So yeah, you know, I could do reputation grinds. I can do, you know, the grind for like working up my tailoring. I can do all that type of stuff.
May your steps be sure and your catch secure.
I just don't know if I want to do that. It's not that much fun. It's not that exciting, and you know, leveling's not that exciting either because it's the same thing time and time and time again. But I don't know. This is kind of the point that I get to where I typically get burnt out in the game. But we're going to keep going at it. I miss the days when working on a lot of the crafting stuff was pretty easy. Now there's specializations. Now there's a bunch of other things that you've got to do.
Ruin them. Destroy them.
And getting the recipes is a pain in the butt. So we'll see. There's not really a beat to it. There are raids, which is the kind of the end game content, and then you can run them multiple times. But they keep changing it. They keep adding on stuff, so there's not really ever a true end to it. It is a true, you know, kind of choose your own adventure game, so to speak. You know, I've beaten all the dungeons and most of the raids that have been out. So, you know, from that standpoint, yeah, I've played through it a few times. I've done most of the storylines.
Keep the balance preserved.
But you can create all sorts of different, you know, characters, different combinations of, you know, it's like I'm a mage, but there are 3 specializations within the mage that you can do. I'm what's called a frost mage. There's arcane and fire. So all sorts of different things you can do in this game. So that they try to keep it as fresh as possible for replayability. So, you know, you'll see me got to figure out who I want to kind of work on next. You know, there's 2 different factions. There is Horde, which is what my character is. There's Alliance, so they have different storylines. So it is, you know, it's a fairly big game. You know, it is much more than just, you know, Alliance War. You know, there's even PvP in this, which I don't do, but there's a fairly substantial PvP part to it. And I wasted a spell there. Started casting one when he was almost dead, and it's been okay. And that was one of the small little bosses here. Sorry, and I was getting my lunch order in. It's hard to multitask in this game because it requires both hands, one on a keyboard, one on a mouse. Then trying to talk and do a stream and text is a lot at one time. Tank is not very good about making sure he picks everything up. There we go. I'm ending up getting hit more than I care to in this right now. You know what? I didn't boost anybody. Or place my buffs. So, like I said, a lot of different things you can do in this game. I've enjoyed coming back and start playing it and streaming it, introducing a bunch of new folks to it. I spent many an hour playing this game. I mean, to give you an idea, this is just one of my characters. My total playtime on this character alone, and this isn't just counting number of days logged in, that is actual 24-hour periods. So, 69 days, 15 hours on just this account. Or just this character, I'm sorry. I don't know if there's a way to get a playtime for all of it. Yeah, that just has the character. Someday when I want to really be disgusted, I'll figure out how much time total I put into this game. It's probably a year of playtime. That would be my guess. 365 days solid. But to me, what I would do a lot of, and I still do, is if I'm not streaming, I'll queue up for a dungeon, and it normally takes, 10 or 15 minutes for the queue to pop. Since I'm not a tank or a healer, they get almost instant pops. I will queue up, be doing some work. I'll hear it. I'll jump in, run the dungeon, which takes maybe 20 minutes. And then kind of rinse and repeat. So I don't ever have to sit and just kind of do nothing but this, so to speak. So, it's nice. It's there's a lot of time that I would spend farming stuff and doing things that don't take a lot of active attention. Which is the other cool thing. That's probably a cloth. It was a cloth. There'd be a lot of time farming and a lot of time just doing different little things here and there. But it is an enjoyable little... It's a good change of pace from MCOC. Is really kind of what it comes down to. In this game, I feel like I can hold my own against some of the better, if I really put all my focus and attention into it, and if I wanted to spend the time to do things. You'll probably see me run some what's called mythic dungeons coming up semi-soon. Those are kind of dungeons on steroids. A lot harder, and then they have a time element to it. The faster you clear, the better your rewards. And then you can unlock higher levels of mythic dungeons and different things like that. Oh, there you go. Decent pull finally. Decent pull. Now just keep them all grouped together. There you go. You kept them all grouped together. There's still one guy left. Hey, Matthew, how's it going? I may disappoint you again today. I don't know how long this one will be. My wife's on the way home with lunch and kind of wanted to watch the game today, so I was hoping she was going to be a little bit longer and a little bit closer to game time before she got home, but she still has to get lunch together. And this guy is making me want to break out my own mana shaman in the biggest way. Started looking at my other characters and who I wanted to level up next this morning. This is just a heroic. I haven't started doing the mythics yet. I don't know if I'm at the comfort level where I want to be yet before I do that.
Everything rots away in the end.
That to me is the million-dollar question. My shaman's always been my main.
I will wither this world and eat its bones.
You pulled him away from me. I have no idea what he pulled in there, but it's all dead now. Except for these guys. Don't be standing on me when you have that crap.
Your corpses will spread the rats.
So not sure what I'm going to do exactly yet. And what the future may hold. There'll be something in this game, but not sure what I'm going to rest on yet.
I will not lose more.
Let me get rid of the rock.
Rats will come for you.
Just
And
grab
I will claim your withered bones, your home, everything.
Hey, another pattern. Is that it for the dungeon? Really? We're done? Guess we're done. Do I have to listen to the thing
There's a
again? No, I'm
potion
going to skip
for
the conversation this time.
Take care. Speak your mind.
That's kind of what I was trying to decide.
All I do.
You know,
I
there
will gather the
is a
Forsaken
few
forces.
that I've got.
Good luck.
I'm trying to think if I want to do
Me and
something
I will
different. I've got a
listen.
caster now.
Catherine.
You know, was looking at my shaman, but
Trust again.
you know, he's
She
really
knows what she is
just a different
doing.
caster. Unless I go enhancement. You know, looking at possibly doing you know, my druid, once again, just another caster unless I make him tank. I have not played a tank in a very long time and don't know the dungeons well enough probably yet to put a tank out there and try and tank for other people. Could do a hunter, but that's really just another range. You know, I've done range, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Trying to decide if I want to maybe break out my monk. I don't know. There's a lot of different ones that it could be. I haven't decided. I haven't decided what. I love range. Range has always been my go-to, but I do get burnt out on them, and I don't want that to happen. So I think the next one I level up may be something other than a ranged character. Just for leveling. I don't know how much gearing I'll do. But just to have a little variety in the type of class, the type of character that I'm playing.
I need to get closer.
Pally, I have never played a Pally. And, you know, I do have a free 60 upgrade. I may have a Pally on the server. I don't know. I'll have to look. That's a possibility. I know they can do some damage. It's not something I've played before, so it would be a little fresh. That may not be a bad idea. I mean, I've got to relearn whoever I use anyway. They've all changed enough that none of them are close to. None of them are really close to what they used to be. So that may not be a bad idea. I may break out a new one and just level them to 60. I've got the free 60 level up, and it would save me.
My people.
I don't know. I may even level them up.
Go
Maybe
and
pick.
find the Forsaken. Tell them to be on watch for our signal.
Oh, in-house.
Good luck, champion. Keep Tess safe.
So that may be a possibility. Oh, I gotta use the torch. Ah, okay. I gotta clear these things. I see. That's what you do here.
Need any daggers? I brought spares.
Thanks. Can never have enough. Need any poison?
That's a lot of rats.
Couldn't hurt. Me at least.
Lillian, are you alright with this? You were once part of the Scarlet Crusade.
These people mean nothing to me.
That's a lot
and
of
the
rats.
moment I died, I meant nothing to them. But thank you for asking. I will follow you two from the shadows. Let me know when
Wow,
you
that's
need
a
a
lot of-
hand.
A lot of dead. No, let's drop an AoE. See what we get. Let's just throw this out there. Let's just grab whatever, hit whatever we can. Get credit for whatever we can. Cool. Hope he gets to sleep for you quick. I don't miss those days. Actually, in a way, I do miss those days. In a way, I do. I miss having little ones around. Got my grandkids that I can go play with them. I think this will do right here. I don't know how many more that I'll end up with or that I need. Gotta go. You know, I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm getting my crap kicked out of me because I got way too many things on me. Time to stop just casting and paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, now it's time to move here and do this. There we go. Really? My invis wore off when I took damage, I guess. Dude. Back away. I am going to die here. Ooh, got it up, got it up. Ooh. I don't know why I keep getting aggro on these things. I do not win. I'm glad the mage has some oh crap abilities. There we are. An OBS disconnected. Hopefully I'm back. There we go. Sorry, I think I lost you there, everybody there for a minute. My OBS disconnected. So I hope I am back. I don't think it dropped for too long. Probably need to move this off top of my computer. That might help a little bit. Cool. OBS does weird things from time to time. It's a love-hate relationship. Kind of like using, I've looked at, you know, getting a bunch of different software and doing things like that, but since this is just a hobby, I've got enough other expensive hobbies. Need more explosives. Where can I find some more explosives? I am going to invis up and shrug you guys off. There's some more explosives.
How can I help? Look to
Really?
the shadows.
You had to pop
That
right
should be
there, huh?
enough. Get that gate open.
Good. So I can get rid of you. I don't know. Tanky sons of guns. All these are raid level or elite. Okay, can I get out of here now? There's some of the other expensive hobbies. Golf. Golf is probably the biggest other expensive hobby I've got. And my wife's home improvements.
There's a potion. Let's put those bombs to good use. I know just where they are needed most.
Plant the explosives. All right, I'm gonna fly. I don't want to fight everything on the way over there. Yes, my wife likes changing things in the house. So I usually end up with quite the list of projects. You know, between, I mentioned it earlier, between having to replace flooring. You know, we bought our house, I think we've only been here for 5 years, and I was so excited. You know, it was a brand new house, very nice. Didn't figure I'd have to do anything. I have done so much in this house already. And my wife likes to travel, so there is that. So I guess you could say sightseeing and stuff like that would be a hobby in a way. Make a phone call back. Someone just tried to call me that I've been trying to get up with. They can wait now. I've waited for them long enough. Get any credit for that. I don't know if I would do this quest line if there weren't other people doing it right now. This seems like it would be a little difficult for just a single. just a single person, this seems on the difficult side. My wife is not. My wife hates being home. Period. So typically when I travel for work, she travels with me, which is why I don't usually stream a whole lot, because streaming, it's kind of weird. Streaming in front of somebody feels really odd, even though I'm in front of people while I'm streaming. Does that kind of make sense? You know, having somebody in the same room as you're trying to stream just seems a little weird to me. Oh, I've still got a bunch of things to kill. I guess we'll drop everything we can here at these guys. And I don't mind traveling. You know, I kind of like it now that we don't have young kids. Now that we don't have kids that we travel with, traveling's more enjoyable. I miss having them there at the same time, but you know, it isn't as much fun to travel when you have young kids. There's a lot that you have to worry about, a lot that you have to do. When you're older and you get to travel, you know, it's just you, and you get to do the things that you want to do to have fun. You know, a lot more, for us, a lot more hiking, a lot more kind of being in nature, which all our kids do not always enjoy. I'm kind of a homebody. To me, this is an enjoyment. This is a good Saturday. I can sit around, I can stream, I can do what I want, I can watch sports, you know, I can go play golf. That to me is kind of enjoyable. So yeah, that to me, you know, we had 4 kids, so it wasn't always conducive to doing things outside and having to watch them. You know, one of which didn't like outside, one of which didn't like whatever we were doing, but if we weren't doing it, he would have loved it. So, just depends on what you get.
Let's talk. Stay alert out there.
All right, maybe the last bit of this little quest line here. And then I'm gonna...
Your people are not welcome in my kingdom. Filth. Heretics. Your kind no longer belong in human lands.
May you see the truth of the light in the beyond.
Yeah, you're a chunky little thing. What is that, 3 million health? Didn't even pay attention before I started the fight.
To see to any of you monsters. The light will purge your infectious stain from
Matter of fact,
this
after the
world.
Carolina game, I'm going to the store to get
only
apples. To feed
monster
the... Hey, there you
here
go.
is you.
That's the one thing that I think in our house right now that we've got that we want to change. We've got a lake and, you know, some other things that are nearby, you know, nice walking trails, stuff like that. But I think when we retire, we're retiring to the mountains. So we're going to start kind of looking at that. You know, whether it's Asheville, North Carolina. I've kind of fallen in love with the Lake Tahoe area. I've been there a couple times for business. So I may look at something along those lines. You know, maybe, you know, if not in Lake Tahoe itself, maybe Reno or something like that. But, you know, Western North Carolina is nice. You got Boone, you've got Asheville, you got a couple other spots up in there that are pretty nice.
We did it.
I don't know.
It's over.
You know,
It is.
my wife started looking at property
And
up there
as
because we'll probably
promised, the
buy a
Forsaken
lot,
will
build a
take our
house.
leave. This land is yours.
You know, it's going to be hard
as it
pressed to
should
be.
Yes.
We
as
want to
it
get to the
should.
mountains in colder weather and snow.
Yes.
Neither of us are fans
Meet me
of
outside.
summers
I
and
have
heat,
something to discuss.
which in North Carolina is kind of, go hand in hand. So, that's kind of the goal.
There's a potion for everything.
Our curse is also...
And cutscene. Text the person
You're
back that's
thinking
been
of
calling
Liam
me.
again, aren't you?
You always could see right through me.
You never really healed after you lost him. After you lost Gilneas.
Tess.
You'd love to be able to move to Carolina? Oh, yeah, it's a nice spot. We're, outside of Raleigh. The area that we're at is
Always
great.
hiding from your pain.
It is
That's
close
why
by
I built
everything.
that
I can
wall
be
in the first
to,
place.
my
And why did
grandson's
Gandalf under your
school,
wing?
the church that we go to the
But
grocery
I've
stores that we
always
shop at, and
been
most of the
here.
restaurants we eat at within 5 or 10 minutes.
For you. Even if you've never noticed.
It's really nice. Plus, it's not a big city yet.
I know. And I'm sorry. The world is changing, Tess. And as much as I try, I find it hard to change with it. But you have proven yourself 1,000 times over, my girl. And this kingdom now belongs to you.
Father,
You
Love how, oh, here's
have
a kingdom.
always been what makes Gilneas truly special to me. And I should have told you that every day.
I wish I could take your pain away.
Only time will do that, my dear. But we have time now. Thanks to you.
Charlotte's a nice little city. Well, a nice big city. Charlotte's about
How can I help?
3.5 hours from where I am.
Aren't you going to
Hey,
stay
a new
and
mount.
celebrate, Father?
Let's
In due
learn that
time.
sucker.
First, there is someone I need to visit.
And let's learn
Of course.
that. We got the gray hair now. It kind of matches me. Anything else in there? Small bandages.
We all have our duty.
Yeah, it does kind of seem odd. That's why it kind of really surprised me and why it took me a while to try and figure out where I had to go. I don't play Alliance characters, and maybe that's what I'll do. I'll create an Alliance-based pally. I would wish I had unlocked, and that may be what I work on next, unlocking the other classes, or the other races. What is it? Dark Iron Dwarves, and a couple others I have not unlocked yet. I don't know what all is involved, but maybe that's what we do. We unlock those and we play a Alliance-based character. That'll be different. I haven't run an Alliance quest line in forever.
What is it you ask?
And there we go.
Thank you for your assistance, my friend. I know I asked much of you in aiding the Gilneans. I only hope that Tess continues to prove more diplomatic than her father.
I know her well. She cares far more about what people do
And
than
that
what
quest
they
line,
are.
I think, is all done. I don't
Still,
think there's anything
it's
else around here.
probably best if we give the Gilneans some space for the time being. Let them enjoy their homecoming.
As they allowed the Forsaken to do, not too long ago. We've kept our word. It's time we returned home as well.
Yeah, I've unlocked all the Horde. I think. I'll jump out and take a look here in a second. I think I've unlocked all the Horde. I've got to unlock the Alliance. The only Alliance one I've unlocked was the... Okay, there's that. Next one is Call of the Dream, which I've already done. I'm trying to think here real quick if there's any quest lines I haven't done. I haven't done Misfit Dragons yet, I don't think. Nope. That would be the next one. So maybe that, but let's go ahead and take a look because my wife should be here fairly soon, unfortunately, or fortunately. I'm getting kind of hungry. So that's my Pally. I haven't done anything with it in ages. But if we went to create a new character, there's the button I was looking at. Yeah, I've unlocked all the Horde side. You know, can't do the Drakthir simply because it's not there, but you know, I've already got my Drakthir, so maybe I'll work on doing these guys. Void Elf can't be a Pally. I don't know if I would do another Draenei. Maybe a Dark Iron Dwarf. So I gotta unlock those. That is, I think it's WoW Pro is the name of it. It's a complete questing guide. It takes you step by step through, you know, and you can have a level of completeness, whether you just want to do the main quest line or if you want to complete everything. And it takes you step by step through what to grab where. It gives you the tom arrow to point you where things are at. Yeah, it's WoW Pro. So let me see if I can bring it up here. You know, it's got guides for everything, for, you know, a lot of the achievements, a lot of the dailies. I don't know if it's got the dailies for, you can see the different areas. All your different guides for leveling, professions, world events. It's pretty decent. I've used it for a long time. It makes it, to me, a lot quicker and a lot easier, you know, to get around and find what I need to do next. You know, make sure, yeah, I use that, and then tom arrows, which are the arrows that are up here. The two work hand in hand. It just kind of points you to where you need to go. So, and with that, I believe my wife just walked in the door. And she did. So my lunch is going to show up on my desk here in a second. But alrighty, that's going to do it for now. I think I'm going to go eat lunch. I may be back later this afternoon or tonight. I'm going to watch the Carolina game. I know we've got some company coming over for dinner. Maybe back on after that. So if not, in the meantime, I'm going to research what I need to do to unlock the other races, and maybe we'll take up a Pally in one of the Alliance races and watch some of the Alliance quest line. So until later on, folks, everybody have a great day and take care all.